So I want to give all praises and due to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you and sincerity. So real quick, man, I just want to make this video. I'm going to title it, there shall be no love shown unto the heathen. Right, man. So when you go back into the Old Testament, you know, Israel was always at war with the Philistines. But when you go back even a little farther, when the Lord got us out of the land of Egypt, and during the time of Moses, we was going through the wilderness for 40 years. And when Moses got to the Mount Sinai, the Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai gave him the law, statutes, and commandments to give unto Israel. Now, real quick, before I grab that, the book of Judges, I'm going to get this real quick, in the book of Joshua. So, Salaki on that. Let me go ahead and grab this real quick. This is the book of Joshua, chapter 1. I'm going to go ahead and get verse 8 real quick. Right, man, because you have to understand, man, that the Lord is not going to show love unto the other nations. And he's not going to show love neither unto the 2/3. The only love that Yahweh Shai is going to show is to his elect men. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to read this off and show you that the Lord will put your ass to death when you keep not his law, statutes, commandments, man. You know, because the law, statutes, commandments wasn't made for the other nations. It was made for Israel, man. You so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans, which are of the northern and southern kingdom. You know, if you go to the book of Psalms 147:19, you know, that scripture right there tell you who he give his law, statutes, commandments with, and that he have not dealt so with the other nations. So real quick, I'm gonna grab this book of Joshua 1:8. It says, "This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night." Right? Because with the law, statutes, commandments, when you go back into those times, the Lord will tell you that his law, statutes, commandments will give you long life, and you would gain success out of that. Why? Because the law, statutes, commandments is what keeps you governed, man. So Israel being in the land of our captivity, which is America, aka Babylon, aka Sodom, aka Gomorrah, we can't keep all of the law, statutes, commandments, but we could do with some of them through the best of our ability. So like the scripture says, this is the book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. So the scripture is telling you that if you kept the law, statutes, commandments with the best of your ability, because when you go back to Judges 5:11, I believe it's 5:11, the scripture says, "Rehearse the righteous acts." So being in this truth, we have to rehearse the righteous acts to the best of our ability. So I was going to go to Deuteronomy 28:15. The scripture tell you what would happen to Israel if we kept not the law, statutes, commandments, that all these curses shall fall upon us. But instead, I'm going to go ahead and grab Joshua chapter 1, verse 17. And this is just going to crack down on what will happen if they're not doing this work and the succession that the Lord wants you to do it in. So a part of that is going out to the highways and byways. A part of that is keeping in communication with the brothers. A part of that is studying. You know, a part of that is Also charity, man, a part of charity, helping brothers, that's doing this truth and doing this with the best of their ability. So real quick, this is Joshua 1:17. According as we hearken unto Moses and all things, so will we hearken unto thee. Only the Lord thy power be with thee as he was with Moses. So, we're praying that the Lord be with us as he was with Moses, as he was with Noah, as he was with the prophets of old. That's what we're asking for. Why? Because we want that spirit to discern things that's of the world. We want that spirit to have more knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in his truth. And we want that spirit to see demons, man, that's on people. You know what I'm saying? We can see that the majority of the world have demons on them. So this is verse 18. Whosoever he be that doeth rebel against thy commandments and will not. So when Esau fighting off these rebellious people that go against him over these nations, well, yeah, if you rebel, then you should be put to death, right? So the same thing, and it's truth. If you rebel against the Most High, you're gonna be put to death, man. So rebellion isn't a good thing, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why, brothers on the highways and byways, that's why we don't got AK-47s and body armor, bulletproof vests and shit, because we're not gonna go up against Esau carnally. We're gonna go up against him spiritually, man. So it says, whosoever he be that doeth rebel against against thy commandments and will not hearken unto thy words. And so his words come from his prophet, man. Like when you go back during the time of Noah, during the time of Moses, during the time of Joshua, during the time of Ezekiel, during the time of Daniel, Jeremiah, Isaiah, all the prophets that was doing his work, the Lord put the spirit and the word in them to teach this thing, man. So when you're rebelling against them, against the prophets that are not teaching, you're rebelling against the Most High. Which the prophets I'm speaking of is the elders and the apostles of GMS, really. It says, and all that thou commandest him, he shall be put to death. Only be strong and of a good courage. So you got to be strong. You got to endure as a good soldier of your how about you got to do this work with the best of your ability, man. That's what it really comes down to. So the topic that I'm getting on is that the love is not for all the. So real quick, I'm gonna grab this scripture and I'm gonna end it from here because I don't believe that this phone have enough memory to hold the whole video. So let me go ahead and grab this real quick and I'll end it on this. So this is Judges chapter 1 verse 1. So when you read these scriptures, the Lord show you, man, that he used Israel to take down nations, so Israel could take those lands from those people. So the heathens. Judges chapter 1 verse 1. Now after the death of Joshua, it came to pass that the children of Israel asked the Lord, saying, who shall go up for us against the Canaanites first to fight against them? So the Canaanites are the Hamites. It says, and the Lord said, Judah shall go up. So Judah, which represents the so-called Negroes, behold, I have delivered the land unto his hand. And Judah said unto Simeon, which is of Israel, it says, his brother, come up with me unto my lot, that we may fight against the Canaanites. And I likewise will go with thee unto thy lot. So Simeon with him. Verse 4. And Judah went up, and the Lord delivered the Canaanites and the Perizzites unto their hand, and they slew of them and Bazak 10,000 men. So the Lord delivered them unto the hands of Judah and Simeon, and they slayed them, man, through the power of Yahweh Shemi Awashad. So the Lord, that love isn't talking about of all people. It's only talking about the children of Israel. And during these end times, it's only talking about his 1/3, the 1/3 and the elect men. So hey, y'all gonna end it from there and say all praises and due to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there doing this truth and sincerity. And Shalom.